Welcome to video 3 of iREVISEme. The Change I Seek Begins With Me video series presented by QLand Inc. I am Deaquilin Williams, and today we're talking about your revision action plan. Your revision action plan. Now, we've talked about so far in our first video, you took an assessment to see where you are in your life. You also realized what you needed to change in your life. In our second video, you were able to write specific goals down in order related to the areas that you needed to change so that you can begin working on accomplishing those goals. Well, let's take the goals a step further, and we're going to create action plans for those goals. In the previous video, I talked about if your goal is, say, to lose a specific amount of weight, to be a certain size, then there's some action that you need to take for that goal to come to fruition. Again, I talked about having a specific house on a specific side of town, paying a specific amount of money. Well, what actions are you going to take in order for that house to manifest? So that's where we are today. You have to actually write down specific action plans on how you're going to manifest your dreams and your goals and your aspirations, how you're going to change your life. Write down how you're going to do it. Take action. I always like to say it this way, that when we begin to write our action and we begin to do what's in the natural, God will put his super to our natural and cause us to supernaturally succeed. I recall when my sister first passed away, and I actually shared this story before, but God asked me, he said, what is your plan with her children? And I said, well, God, I want to keep them all together. And so he said, okay. He said, well, you do what's in your power and I'll do the rest. So what he meant by that was there were places I needed to go. There were people I needed to talk to. There were things that I needed to do on my end, in the natural, in the earth realm. And then he was able to put his super to that natural and cause us to supernaturally succeed. And the kids or children are still together with me, and so it's just been a blessing. But that's what we have to do. We have to take action. The Bible talks about faith. We can have faith all day long and say, you know what, I'm going to have this house, or I'm going to lose this weight, or I'm going to to have this marriage, or whatever. We can have all the faith and hope and dream in our hearts, but until we take action, then unless we take action, it won't happen. We have to take action. Again, James chapter 2, and I believe maybe verse 14, but it says, faith without works is dead. So you have to have works. You have to take some action. So your goal, this is a short, quick video, but it's just to encourage you to write down your action steps. And don't just write them down. Take the action. Do it. Do whatever it is that you write down. I'm telling you, when you begin to just step out in faith and do what God is calling you to do to change your life, whatever he's put on your heart to do to change your life, he will meet you every step of the way. And when you begin to step out, guess what's going to happen? You're going to have the courage and the faith to step out a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more. And before you know it, you're living in that dream. You're living in that transformed life. So make sure that you write down your action steps. How are you going to change your life? How are you going to revise your life? Again, the change I seek begins with me. Not just what I think, not just what I believe, not just what I say, but also in what I do. So change your life by taking action. Again, you can find this in your workbook. This is actually step 3, and it is, how do you intend to change your life? List action steps you can take right now to make these revisions or changes happen. Be sure to consider all areas of your life that we talked about in step 1. We talked about your spirit, soul, body, relationships, finances, your professional career, as well as your environment. Consider all of those areas, and the areas that you said in day one that you feel like you need to work on specifically right away, then make sure that you set some action steps for that so that you can manifest it. As always, you are great in Christ and you are powerful beyond measure. God bless you.